What's up guys, and welcome to a new video. Today we are going to try something amazing. Hopefully. We'll see. So right now we are in Minecraft 18W16A, which is currently the latest snapshot. I'm not too sure if it's the latest when I upload this video, because it is Wednesday. It has been a week since this snapshot has been out, so it might be that there is a new snapshot once this video comes out. What we're going to do today is the title says it already. We are going to make buffet worlds in this snapshot, and then we are going to take a look at what happens to them when we open them in 1.12 and some other versions probably below, and see if we even can open them. I'm not too sure how low we're going to go, but we'll take a look at it. So first of all, let's make a new world. We're going to make it creative. First off, we will probably make a biome that is not in the old versions. So let's make a warm ocean. So more world options. We're going to go to buffet, and we are going to change it to warm ocean. Warm ocean. There we go. Done. So now we're going to create the world. This might take a little bit, so we'll take a look at it. I might have to cut some stuff out here and there. All right, so here we are. Here we have the world. Let's take a little look around. Let's actually take a look at the coordinates and make a screenshot of this. There we go. So now we know what our spawn is. So we have actually we could just stay here. We have a coral reef here, and is that a boat? I think that's a boat. There's a pigeon just trying to get, I don't know. Yes, there is a boat here. All right, and there is a little ruin here. So I'm not gonna open the chest yet. I want to do that in 1.12, I think, because that's what we're gonna try first. So we have our first world. Now let's make our second world, which is going to be a Taiga. So let's go to buffet, and let's make a Taiga in the overworld world generation, of course. And after this, we're gonna make one in the end world generation and see how that will work out. All right, so here is our Taiga biome. There's nothing crazy about this, except the water is different, of course. But we'll take a look at this in 1.12 in a moment. Let's make our third biome. So we're going to make our third biome, and it is going to be a end. And what biome shall we do this time? What biome shall we do? Let's go with a plains, just to keep it simple. So let's make a plains in the end world generation. I haven't done this one actually. I've been playing around with this a little bit, but I haven't opened them in earlier versions, and I really want to know what it will do. So yeah. All right, here we go. We have our end plains. Everything is still being loaded. I'm gonna let it load for a little bit. So all of the lava and everything is down below. Actually, let me see if we have a village over here. I would like to have a village in this. If they even spawn, of course. They should, because it's the plains generation still. I love the mine shafts in this. They look so crazy and all over the place. Let's actually quickly take a look at one of these. Once everything's loaded, we will go on. This is quite cool. This is so open. I love it. But I'm gonna let this load a little bit, so the lava is down below. If it isn't already, I think it already is, or at least almost. It's almost there. So I'm gonna let this load for a little bit, if that's even needed, and I am going to copy the world so we have a backup of them, and then I will meet you back in 1.12. Alright, we are here in 1.12. So let's go to single player. And as you see, it has a different version right now. First of all, we are going to open the Taiga, because that is the one that I think will be the most normal. So let's open it and see what happens. Alright, so the world opened, but we are in a plains. So I am suspecting that, yeah, or actually we're in a forest, not in a plains. It looks like it is just going to generate a new world for us instead of the buffet world. So there's no need to check what's going to happen in earlier versions, I think. But I do want to know what will happen with the other ones. So let's take a look at the end one. I'm guessing the same outcome. And then also the same for the other one. If this is what's... Wow, we're getting spawned inside of stone. Okay. Yeah, I get why this is happening, I think. Alright, so now we have a world with chunks missing. And I think this is because this is where the sky areas were in the 1.13, in the snapshot version. Oh, this is crazy, actually. This is quite cool, creating a world like this. But it did actually generate a new world again. So we have some extreme hills here. And there is some plains right over here. Ooh, this village is weird. Let's take a look at this village. I wonder if this village is here in the other version. So let's take down the coordinates. Let's make a screenshot of this so we know where this is. And we're going to take a look at that in or in the snapshot in a moment. So there's a blacksmith here. Wonder if there's anything in the blacksmith that will be the same if there is another village at this point. So I don't think it would... Well, it might be the same because we opened it. I'm also going to open these worlds back in 1.13 and see what happens there. But next, let's go and take a look at the warm ocean. So let's load up the warm ocean and see what is going to happen here. Alright, same thing as with the Taiga biome. It just generated a new village. A new village. There are two villages here. A new world. That's what I'm trying to say. But it actually, it's quite a nice world actually with two villages here. And this is quite a big one, and that is looking like quite a big one as well. I always like to see what's in the stuff. Ooh, 3 diamonds. Very nice. Let's take a look at the other one and then go back to 1.13 and see what happens there. There's no village or no blacksmith in this village. Oh, what is this? There are some chunks missing. So I wonder why this is then. Why there are some chunks missing here. Because this was just a normal world. There are more chunks missing. I guess this is just a corrupted world then. Or at least a weirdly generated world. So don't generate your worlds like this if you want to actually... this is quite far. If you want to actually use these in 1.12. So you cannot make a world with one biome in 1.13 to actually have a world with only one biome in 1.12. That's not going to work. There's another one here. And there. So there are some... There's a chunk error over there as well, I think. But this is just... Oh no, I didn't see this was going over to there, but it seems like there are some chunks missing in this one as well, which may be because there's a big one here, which may be because this was a new biome. Nice village here. This may be because this was a new biome. Let's go back quickly to our Taiga one and fly around here for a little bit and see if there are some chunks missing in this one as well. Because if there are chunks missing in this one, it's just something that is wrong with this snapshot. But if there's not, then I don't know why this is happening. Yes, there are some chunks missing. All right, then. So that's just the worlds are just getting weirdly generated because they aren't supposed to be these worlds, I guess, but they are. This is quite a big one as well. So let's take a look in 1.13 in the snapshots again and take a look at that village first of all, and what happens if we open these worlds now in 1.13. Alright guys, we are back in the snapshot, and let's load single player, and let's first of all open the original end one and take a look at it, see what happens here. Here we are. We are at the same place where we were, of course, and this is the one that we obviously generated. If we now teleport to yes, 197.80. This is where the village was. All right then. It crashed. We'll reopen it and take a look at it then. All right, we're back. Let's take a look at it now. If it's going to crash again, then I don't know what's happening. There is actually a village here. There's actually a village here. It's not looking exactly the same. There's no blacksmith in this one. But the village is here. So the village generation, of course, it didn't change, but it took itself over to the other one. The rest of the biomes, I don't think there was a plains there. So it was a village inside of the extreme hills, which is weird, but it did create a new village. That's kind of weird. So now let's actually open up the other world. So let's go back and open up. Here we go. I know what I'm doing. It's not that this world is actually very useful in any other way. So it's going to prepare spawning areas. Oh, there was actually a plains here, so it was right. But we are back in the world that we created in 1.12 for this. But it did change. We have fish spawning, and we have the kelp spawning. So are these actually what biome is this? This is cold ocean. Let's see if we can find other oceans. So right here is a frozen ocean, which is very cool, and we have some land land ships right over here, and we have a witch hut just at the border. That's kind of cool. Even though there is not really a lot of swamp here, we have some random leaves, and over here it is generating like it was before, But then over here, we're back to this weird stuff. So it looks like we corrupted this world. We made something crazy. Wow, this is looking crazy. Is this disappearing? No, it's not. And there are bubbles coming from here. That's really cool. And there are bubbles or air bubbles, air pockets in there. I didn't know that. That's kind of, I guess, kind of logical as well. But we created a monster Frankenstein world right here, which is quite cool actually. I might actually put all these worlds in the description below if you want to download them and take a look at them yourself. Let's go into the other worlds and take a look. So let's go into the Taiga one. Let's take a look at this one. It's probably gonna, yeah, it's preparing spawn area again. There we go. And it is just the world we had in 1.12. Let's actually go and load some new chunks. So I wonder what happens if we load new chunks. So we've been here over this big giant hole. And I wonder if we load new chunks, if it's gonna return to be Taiga biome again or not. So it looks like it isn't. Or is it? Actually, I don't know, because this happened with the other one as well. We have a frozen ocean again here. If we just go on, let's go on for a little bit longer and see if we find something else. There's actually polar bears spawning here, which is quite nice. No, here we go. We just have just normal generation again. So this one is not as excited as the other one was. But let's go to the last one. We have some turtles over there. Let's go to the last one and take a look at that one. See what has happened there. So is this going to be warm ocean again? Or is this going to have a lot of warm ocean because we generated it in a warm ocean? So here we have a village again where we were before. And it's just a normal, or the world we had in 1.12. The water is being updated here. And here we go, we have warm ocean. In this one we actually return to the warm ocean here. We have a ship. We have more warm ocean here, which is cool. This looks weird. This is a cold ocean, or is this is even a frozen ocean, I think. This looks so weird, this border. But let's kill ourselves. No, actually, kill all. Alright, so where we came is still the same, of course, where we spawned. So there's no extra stuff over here, which I would have guessed that was the case. But this ocean actually looks old. It looks like there are no fishes spawning in it. There are no, well, here they're coming, but I think actually there are fishes spawning in the ocean, but we don't have any kelp in this part of the ocean, in like the part we generated. And then here we have weird stuff again. All right, this stuff is very, very weird. I hope you enjoyed this video. You can download these worlds in the description below, of course. And tell me why you think this is going on, because I really have no idea. I don't have the slightest idea of how the world generation works, but I just wanted to test this out because I was curious what was going to happen. And I did not expect this outcome. I actually expected it to just generate normally, except for maybe this one, the warm ocean one. but it was totally different than I thought it was going to be. So yeah, that's my conclusion. It is totally different. I hope to see you guys in a future video. I'm out.